What's up, folks? It is time for another kind of impromptu episode of Rebel Nerd Radio. We had not planned on doing a show, but just said, what the hell, why not? So tonight we are going to be reviewing the posted panel thingy. What's that thingy called?
The posted panel thingy. The posted panel schedule for Rebel Scum
Yes,
Con,
schedule. That's the word I was looking
which
for.
we will be attending this weekend.
Yes, we will be going to Rebel Scum Con, and we're going to review the panel and basically kind of pre-plan what we're going to try to hit.
Like it suggests, we're going to get kind of a battle plan. We're sharing it with you folks to see what you got, and maybe even get some suggestions for future episodes of Rebel Nerd Radio. Get some ideas about some discussions and things like that. Might be kind of fun.
Very cool.
I'd almost list this as Shenanigans Part 2, just because
I would too.
Just because we didn't plan on doing it, and then we decided to do it, and then we didn't really have a subject, and we were like, what are we going to come up with? What can we talk about? And it's like, hey, why don't we talk about what's going to be there and what we'd like to see and what our expectations are. And then when we get back, we can talk about whether our expectations were met, what we did actually see, how the discussions went, the people that we met, blah, blah, blah.
And if we actually went to the panels we say we're going to go to.
Yeah, that too.
You know,
there's a lot of them, dude.
Yeah, there are.
There's
Things
a
can
lot
change,
of them.
though. We could decide not to hit up some panels that we thought we were going to.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, did you do anything exciting this week?
Well, since our last show, yeah, we did a little episode of a very chaotic, a very different, a very trying to get back into the swing of things episode of Cyberpunk 2077.
And that session was a mess.
That was a very mess session. It's because a lot of us had forgotten what we were doing. We forgot why we were doing it. I'm probably more guilty than anybody. Because I actually had a character profile that I was trying to stick to, and it completely got washed out because I forgot why I was doing it. And we were all kind of lost because we couldn't figure out. We kind of had to get back into the swing of things, and we probably should have done a mid-session episode 0 just so that way we could have gotten back on track and figured everything out. But we were having such an issue, and
I think our GM was lost too.
Our GM was lost. He had some personal things that were going on in his life, and he was working at it. He was trying. He was really giving it his go. He was really giving it his all, but he was definitely just as disconnected as the rest of us. So I mean, you can't really blame him for that. So yeah. Other than that, man, it was actually a beautiful weekend. I actually got a lot of yard work done because it was in the 70s and 80s here, like during the day, and the peak was like 80 degrees. So it was beautiful outside. I got a bunch of yard work, gardening's done. I got some things done with the horses I wanted to get done. Got a bunch of trash picked up in the yard that needed to be picked up just from, just between old dog toys and like stuff that just falls in the yard from off the trees and stuff like that from windstorms and stuff like that I haven't had a chance to. So yeah, it was actually a really nice weekend. I got out and did a lot. I didn't spend a lot of time on the PS5 this weekend, which is good. I actually got out and did some stuff. So yeah. How about you, Steve?
Not much of anything. Let's see. Friday I went and saw, other than the Cyberpunk game, I saw The Naked Gun on Friday.
Nice.
And
okay, I got a question. I want to hit that subject for just a second before I forget about it. Us being Star Wars fans, especially beings that Qui-Gon Jinn is one of my favorite Jedi out of the entire series, probably one of my favorite characters. Thoughts and feelings on his new relationship? Anything?
I don't care. That's not my business.
Anything?
No, honestly, I could give a shit less.
Okay.
It is not my business. I don't care. I mean, he's dating Pamela, whatever. Okay,
He is now dating and in a relationship with Pamela Anderson.
you
Yes.
do you, whatever. I
Hey,
don't.
hey, yeah, I agree. Whatever,
I
it's whatever you want to do.
I find it odd that so many people on social media care about who he's dating. Like, really? It
I
does.
just heard the news. I had a buddy of mine tell me about it. He said, "Did you hear about Liam Neeson?" I was like, "No, what happened to Liam Neeson?"
Was
He goes,
that?
"Yeah, him and Pam Anderson are dating," and I went, "No, seriously?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, It can't be real." And then I
See,
saw it, and I was like, "Okay, well, all right."
and one thing it has nothing to do with them dating, but um, she looks a lot different
Hmm.
as she has gotten older.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's pretty much everybody, though, don't you think?
I mean, a lot. Like you can't even tell it's Pamela Anderson,
Yeah,
like at
yeah,
all.
yeah.
Um, yeah, Joy.
I got.
Maybe I should tell who's in the chat. I forgot to do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Taco Cat's in there. Gap is in there, and is that it? Nope. Joy. Yeah, Joy. I agree. Not my monkeys, not my circus. Yeah, don't care. Don't care.
And Gap goes, JD loves gossip. It's not that I love gossip. It's just that I never would have. I just don't know that I would have ever thought of that being an actual thing.
Yeah.
I never would have thought that I would have seen, like, of all the couples, like Hollywood couples that I've seen and some of the weird ones, I was kind of like, that's different. And it's not necessarily that I have anything against him. And I mean, we all know kind of her past because she's been in the spotlight for a long time and that kind of stuff. But it was just kind of like, that's just kind of odd. I don't know. Not bad, odd, not weird. It just was like, huh?
She's almost 60 years old now.
Oh, I know. How old is he?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Liam
I mean, what?
Neeson is 73.
Yeah. So I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't care that much that I disagree with it. I just was kind of like taken aback. I was like,
Oh,
okay,
and there's
okay.
Armand. He is with us today.
Hey, Armand,
Welcome. So
welcome.
other than that, last time we had a show, had I already said that I saw Happy Gilmore 2?
Yes.
Okay. I couldn't remember
Mhm.
when I saw Happy Gilmore 2.
I
Okay.
haven't had a chance to watch it, but you said you had happy, and I've actually had some people say that they saw it and they kind of agree with you that it was pretty funny.
So
It was actually
Naked
pretty
Gun
good.
was good. If you're a fan of the original movie series, you will like this. So yeah, it was good. Other than that, I watched the first four, which is the only four that are out,
Hmm.
episodes of season 3 of Strange New Worlds. So
How
there
was
are
that?
4 episodes out, and I watched all of those.
How is it? How's it going so far?
Good. I like Strange New Worlds. It's a good show.
Oh, okay.
And then I got sick. That was awesome.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, I got sick. Didn't go to work yesterday, so I was up all night hacking. Yeah, it was bad. So my throat's still a little sore. So talking is rough. Hoping I will be 100% by Rebel Scum Con.
Hope so.
I mean, I think I will. That's like
Lots of
3 or 4 days away. I think I'll be all
Yeah,
right.
lots of vitamin C between now and then.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else I've done. I've been playing some Fallout 4 again. I always go back to that game.
Nice.
But Armand said that he gave our video a thumbs up. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
If you
We do
are
appreciate it.
if you are watching us, please give us a like and maybe subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. That'd be awesome.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh, so
yeah,
Gap asked earlier, why are you called
right,
Otter
right,
and
right.
I'm
Yeah,
called
yeah, yeah.
Radio?
I was gonna get to that. I forgot.
Right, right, right.
Yeah. So his question was, where'd it go? Why are you called Otter and why are you called Rodeo Rock? Mine's pretty boring. It's just a nickname I've had for several decades. I don't really, at this point, I don't even remember where it came from. It was, I know who gave me the nickname. I don't remember why she gave me the nickname. So actually, Joy, we found out that we do not have to be family friendly to be monetized. We will just have fewer advertisers available to us. Um, so we don't have to go clean. So fuck them. Anyway, uh, your turn, JD. Why are you called Rodeo Rock?
So during the late 90s, right after I got out of the military, and early 2000s, I actually was a rodeo cowboy for a while. I rode bulls, I actually roped, and I rode rough stock for the rodeos. And obviously, I mean, I'm 6'5", but back then I weighed a lot less. Let's be honest. I weighed probably around 210, 220 at the time. So, I mean, I was a little bigger than most rodeo cowboys, but I was not terrible at it. I think I did pretty good. I mean, I didn't make a crap ton of money, but I did win a lot of money here and there. And one of the very first rides that I actually made during a professional rodeo was a 71 point ride on a bull. And the song that they played while I was riding was a song in the 90s called Rodeo Rock. And so that was kind of I remember that like it was yesterday. It was such a cool deal. I remember the song, I remember the point score that I got, and I actually made money off that. I actually made money off that ride. I actually made quite a bit off that ride. And so yeah, it was just something that I put down when social media started after I had achieved that, and it's just kind of stuck ever since. So it's just Rodeo Rock 71.
Dap wants to know if you have videos of you doing that rodeo.
I do. To tell you how old they were is that they recorded them on VHS. So I would have to send them to a professional transcribing company and have them transcribe the actual rides onto a laser or onto a CD-ROM or something for me. And I know that's an old way of saying it, but probably be able to transfer it onto a flash drive for me. But I would have to have them actually take the tapes and then, like I said, put them on a thing for me. But I have a huge collection of tapes from a lot of the rides that I did. Yeah, but that, like I said, that was in the late '90s, early 2000s, and I rode for 7 years.
Damn.
Yeah, I rode for 7 years. And I actually, it was funny. I actually had my PRCA card, and we were riding in the PRCA to go to Las Vegas to ride in the NFR. And I ended up getting a call, and I was accepted into one of my careers of choice that I wanted to get into. And I had to choose. It was either risk injury in bull riding or go to my career and do the career that I wanted to do all my life. And I chose the career instead of bull riding. And conveniently enough, that's about the time I had to quit. And by the time everything was said and done, it was getting to the point where enough of both dislocated ankles, both knees being crushed, lots of bruised ribs. You know, you can't see it, but underneath my goatee, I've got a scar on my chin where I was kicked in the face by a bull. Yeah, and like a bad wrist. I have a bad wrist now because of it, and pretty sure I'm getting arthritis in it. So yeah, I had to quit about that time. So that was about the end of 2005 when I had to quit. So about 20 years ago. So yeah. So, and I tried doing roping. I tried doing like team roping, and I tried to do professional ranch roping and stuff like that. And uh, my daughter at the time was getting older and getting more into sports, and so unfortunately I had to quit as that as well, because getting her to her sport functions and her club soccer functions and volleyball and all the things that she did was a little bit more important. So I had to quit. I had to quit doing that.
Cool.
Yep, that's what it was. Gap. My career choice was Popo. Yeah, at the time.
Mhm.
Yep,
Awesome.
yep. So, yep, that's why the Rodeo Rock 71, and like I said, it's stuck ever since.
Yeah. Cool. What kind of work? Very interesting for you to ask, Gap. But so I got laid off from my job in November, and while I took a crappy job working in a call center until I could find what I'm going to call real work, I have not found real work yet. So yeah, I was working for a company doing like web marketing, social media marketing, basically e-commerce is the do all kind of career I was in. I had been doing that not with the same company, but doing that for almost 10 years. Actually, wait a minute. No, I started doing that in like 2012, so yeah, longer than that. But now I can't find a job. The economy sucks. Nobody's hiring. So yeah, I'm sitting in a call center, answering phone calls, talking to people I don't want to talk to, and getting frustrated.
Who's the call center for?
I handle phone calls for clients of a company called. I don't work directly for this company. I work for. It's like a vendor operation, and we do customer service work for a company called Merrill. It is an investment company. So
Oh, okay.
I talked
Merrill
to a bunch
Lynch.
of I talked to a bunch of rich pricks.
Merrill Lynch.
It's not Merrill Lynch, actually. I
Oh.
mean, Merrill Lynch is related to us,
Hmm.
to the company that I'm doing work for, but it's actually a separate. Uh, it's a separate entity of. They handle different stuff. Like Merrill handles only like broker. So like Fidelity Investments. You've heard of Fidelity? Have you heard of
Yes,
Fidelity?
yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
basically we basically do the same thing they do.
Mm.
But
Okay.
yeah. So we
Okay.
yeah, exactly, Gap. That's how I feel when I am answering the phone. That's how I feel when I'm
Yeah,
answering the
what the
phone.
hell
Because
do
I
you,
don't
what the F do you want?
yeah,
Yeah.
when I pull up these accounts and I see people with like $2 to $4 million in their account, I'm like I don't feel bad for you with whatever your need is. I don't. I do not feel bad for you. You got a complaint? Wah. Wah.
I'm barely making it by, but you're complaining because see, $2 to $4 million didn't do what you wanted it to
You're
do.
complaining about a $50 service charge,
Uh,
and I'm here freaking making almost minimum wage. So yeah, it's it sucks. Anyway,
well, enough of
on
that
to the
business.
next on to the next so because my voice is kind of trashed,
Hmm.
I'm gonna make um this next segment much quicker than we usually do it.
Okay.
So if you guys want to follow us on social media, just go to scrolling right there, bio.link/Rebel Nerd Radio. Takes you to our Facebook, our Twitter, our Threads, Blue Sky, pretty much every social media. Takes you to our YouTube channel where you need to subscribe and smash that like button. And takes you to our merch page where you can buy shirts and coffee mugs. And it also takes you to our Patreon where you can generously give of your $2 a month to help us keep the lights on. And you get extras.
Translation: pay the StreamYard bill.
Pay StreamYard bill. Yep. And yeah, so go check it out. If you got questions about what you get from your Patreon or for being a patron, ask us. Oh yeah, there's a link to our Discord too. That's where it's really at. Get on the Discord, and that's where you can talk to us on a daily basis. And
I mean, honestly, if you're here and you're not on our Discord, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that everybody in the chat, I think everybody in the chat room, I'm not sure about Gap, but I think everybody in the chat room, other than Gap, and I don't remember if he's on the Discord, everybody else is on the Discord, and we talk pretty much on a daily basis. Is Discord kind of weird? I mean, it seems like it's changed to me from when I first got on it.
Yeah, it's done a lot of updating. It's a lot better than it used to be. It's a lot easier to navigate and stuff like that. And if you have like multiple Discord channels and then you have like a notification on one, it'll actually tell you where your notifications are at. So you can navigate it a lot easier. So I think it's improved a lot over the last years.
Yeah. But yeah, go to Discord. But yeah, ask us any questions you want on there. But I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to give a shout out to our patrons who are giving us money. Thank you to our patrons, Dave Brown, Kelly and Chris Olson, Justin Hensley, Charlie Kirby, Chantel, Matthew, Steve Spawn, Brendan, Taco Cat, and Brian. Thank you for your generous monthly donations. We do appreciate it.
Yes,
man, I really did not think that my throat was as bad as it is.
And now that you've been talking this whole time.
Now that I have to talk, yeah.
Now that you have to talk.
This was a bad idea. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into showing our thingies.
Right on.
I had something that I was going to show. Unfortunately, Amazon decided that, well, you know what? I don't even think it's Amazon's problem because it was shipped out. See, this is weird. They shipped it out. What service? It was, man, I was looking at this earlier. They shipped it out USPS. There's our problem.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was supposed to be here today, but it got delayed in transit, which makes no sense because it's in Oklahoma City right now.
I love it how that works. I mean, they could literally be like right near your house, or like they were almost there.
I'm sure it is. Like if I could contact them, I'm like, let me just drive there and pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, Joy. Learning curve. Yeah, like an old-fashioned chat room. I like it.
Yeah.
Gap says, why don't you suck on some thingies for your throat? I don't even think I've got any thingies for that sort of thing. Anyway, I think JD does have something, and I've got a picture
Well, basically, I'll have Steve throw them up on the screen for you. And what I wanted to show everybody is this is the new telescope part two. I promised everybody that I would kind of send out pictures and show you what it looks like now that it's all assembled and everything. So that's a good little side view there. And then I think I got a couple other ones there.
Oh, did you send me more than just that?
Yeah, wasn't there more
Yep.
than one?
Okay, this may take a few
I
minutes.
I I sent you I think three. So or yeah, I sent you four images altogether.
Well, two of them
Yeah.
look
So
exactly the same.
oh, well, they're just a little bit different angle, I think. Um, well, anyway, I'll explain it while Steve's getting them uploaded there. But I got it all put together. Everything went fine. Everything went good. I put it in the old spot where my old telescope was, and I actually took my old telescope in. And the company, the local people that I bought the telescope from, the new one from, they're actually going to consign my old one and get it sold for me, so I can make a little bit of money back on that. So yeah, so there's like there's the diagonal piece and the red dot scope for it, or the red dot sight scope for it. And then yeah, you can kind of see that's the red dot scope there showing on the top right in the center. And then down at the bottom, I've also got a Wi-Fi dongle for it that I purchased, that actually I can use Wi-Fi to actually hook the telescope up to my phone and do all the controls and everything with my phone.
Cool.
So, did you show the big picture of the whole thing?
Yeah, I think so. That was the first picture I showed.
Was it okay? So anyway, yeah, there it is. So there it is, completely assembled. Everything's put together. Everything's tightened down. Everything's good to go. I have not had a chance to try to do anything with it yet. But everything I've been seeing for it has been saying that a lot of people, once they start getting into it, the camera mount for the iPhones that go on there is actually super useful and easy to use. And I'm really seriously consider like buying one. So if you've seen the UAPs or UFOs, whatever they call them, with the telescope out in Kansas. Like I said, I haven't actually got a chance to set it outside and use it. The first couple days I had it together, it was super hazy outside, and from like I guess the Canada wildfires, and there's a lot of smoke, a lot of haze. Last night would have been perfect, but unfortunately I was detained. I was busy. And we're kind of getting things wrapped up and getting things ready for Rebel Scum Con down in Texas. So I might, after we get done with this, when the sun goes down, I might give it a shot tonight and see if maybe I can at least get it aligned and see if there's a few things I can see with it. That would be kind of cool if I could get that done. So I might try it tonight when the sun goes down. But yeah, that, like I said, I was telling everybody that I was going to try to show everybody that once I got it all assembled and everything. So yeah, so there it is. I'm pretty excited to use it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Cool.
And yeah, so there you go. That was part two. Like I said, all assembled and ready to go. So, and I already tried it with the batteries. I already got everything hooked up and everything, and so it's working fine. Like I said, I just need to get it out there and get it going.
Very cool. Um,
Joy, I take everything with a grain of salt these days because there's a lot of false information out there, and it's I don't know if it is or not. I haven't heard anything official, but I haven't looked at like Star Wars website or anything like that to see if they had officially announced that Matt Smith was
oh
going to be
yeah,
the villain.
yeah, I saw something about that, and
Yeah, they said Matt Smith is signed on to be the villain for Starfighter. But like I said, I don't know where that information originated from. A lot of times people don't cite their original sources, especially if they're not telling the truth. That's a good way to tell if they're not telling the truth. So if they have an original source, or if it came directly from Star Wars, I assume that would be, I assume it would be true, but who knows?
I saw a picture of somebody else that's supposed to be an antagonist, but um, also, I mean, yeah, who
I
knows?
think if I remember correctly, he was like rumored or slated. Um, he was he was slated to play like a young Palpatine. in the Rise of Skywalker, I think originally, but I think either his parts got cut or they decided not to do it. So the Hollywood Reporter, Variety, and Games Radar, Deadline. So there's a lot of Gizmodo. There's a lot of different sites that are saying that he has been signed. So I mean, I don't know. You can believe what you want on these. I'm assuming they're there's some validity to it, but I don't know. But that's what they're all saying. They're all saying he has been signed. So
I mean, when StarWars.com puts it out, then I think it would be official.
yeah. Joy says she says he was supposed to be in the Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, I think he was. Like I said, I think he was supposed to play like a young Palpatine, or he was supposed to play like Ray's dad or something. I think, or something like that. But it ended up his parts got axed or something like that. I'm not sure exactly who he was supposed to be, but he originally was cast to be in it.
But I'm sure you all, in regards to Star Wars news, I'm sure you have all heard this, and we kind of mentioned this a few episodes ago, several episodes ago. I don't remember when, but they're going to re-release A New Hope
Mm-hmm.
In theaters
in 2027.
Yeah, 2027, which not surprising.
Yep, but that'll be cool. I hope they do like a 4K redigitizing thing, and they do it like in like IMAX or something to that
What would be great is if they released the original cut, but
I agree. If they just redid the original cut in 4K, I think that would be fantastic. I would definitely be excited for that. Actually, just do a marathon.
Oh, go ahead.
If they would do all three movies, the original cut, I would love a 4K remastered. 4K, the actual videos, the physical copies of the original movies, uncut, just remastered in 4K. They can redigitize them, they can clean them up, they can do whatever they need to do, but just release the original movies, unedited footage from the original. Just
Taco Cat. We were just talking about that. We don't know about the validity of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people reporting on it. But what were you gonna say?
I'm gonna say, Gap was asking, have we seen Fantastic Four, and what did you think about it? I saw it. It was good. I like Superman more, but it was fine. It was good. I mean, it was better than the original Fantastic Four movies, because those were all crap. So was that the only thingy you had to show?
Yes. Uh-huh.
All right.
I wasn't really prepared because we weren't going to do one tonight. So I was like, I didn't have anything set aside. So I said, well, I'll show the telescope completely assembled. So because I said there was going to be a part 2, but so that's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, on to the main topic.
Woohoo! Williams Chicken.
Oh wait, no, that's not.
Oh wait, that's not it. That's what
Rebel Scum
Steve
Con
wants it to talk about.
Battle plan.
Yeah, that's what Steve wants it to be. He wants it all to be all about Williams Chicken.
I love me some Williams Chicken. All right. So let us start with Friday. First day of Rebel Scum Con. Here is our panel schedule. Okay. So, okay. So we got basically just a welcome thing at noon. I'll probably go to that, I'm assuming.
Well, it looks like they're going to be bouncing around, because if you look at room A, one's at 12, then room B is at 1.
Yeah.
And then room A is at 2, and then so forth, you know.
Yeah.
And some of them are actually at the same time, because there's like a couple of them at 3. Now, see, what if you want to see one of the same one and you're really interested in it, but now all of a sudden
you got to decide which one you want to see more.
I'm just stuck.
That's why we're doing the battle plan, man.
I know.
So chances are I'll go to the welcome. I would
Yeah.
like to see this Daughters of Mortis.
Hmm. Okay.
That could be interesting. Uh, History of Kenner and Star Wars.
That I wouldn't mind seeing. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I can see where you would be a lot more interested in that than I would.
Hmm. Yep. And
Uh,
Birth of the Lightsaber. I kind of want to see that.
but in panel room B, at the same time as History of Kenner, Forging Blades with R.I.P.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Forging Blades. Huh. I wonder what that would be. I wonder if they could elaborate on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Huh.
Okay, so at 3 o'clock we have
If that's like
either.
making your own if that's like making your own RGB or LED blades, that would be kind of interesting.
So at 3 o'clock you have either Birth of the Lightsaber or Star Wars Game Show Party. I think I'd be more interested actually in Birth of the Lightsaber.
Hmm. Yep.
Um, and then at 4 o'clock we have either Lights and Magic or the Soundtrack Show.
Hmm. The soundtrack show.
Um, I don't know. Maybe that'd be a tough one. Which one sounds
Hmm.
more interesting to you?
Mm. Dude, I don't know. Lights and magic with man, I wish there was like better descriptions on what they're about.
Well, let me see if
I'm
let
gonna
me see
assume
if the
lights and magic
website
is
actually has.
I'm
Let me see if
assuming lights and magic is talking about like ILM and special effects, where the soundtrack show is actually like going through the soundtrack and some of the key like features of the Star Wars soundtrack. Well, I'm guessing that's what it is.
yeah, there's no way to click on. Yeah, we don't really have any. Let's see. There's that. There's the panel schedule. That doesn't help me at all. Uh, yeah, no telling. I don't know.
Hmm. Uh,
Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll get some more information about it
when you get there,
when we get there.
yeah.
Okay, and then at 5 we have either the Emperor's Hand or mocktails from the cantina. Um, I would probably be more interested in the Emperor's Hand just based off the title.
That's probably talking about Mara Jade, I would think, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
They might be having a Mara Jade discussion where Mocktails from the Cantina is probably just like personally written short stories and stuff like that. I would guess. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
Just based off this limited information, I'd probably do the Emperor's Hand more than.
mhm.
6 o'clock, Jabba's Palace or Star Wars cosplay. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know about that one either.
Well, not really knowing what Jabba's palace is, I mean, Star Wars cosplay would be cool because you get to see the variety of the different outfits that people come to the show with. And I mean, people come with some pretty elaborate stuff. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe since this Rebel Scum Con is kind of growing a little bit, I'm kind of hoping it's one of them deals where you're going to see even more and more elaborate costumes. But then again, like we talked about, it's going to be freaking Texas in August. So I don't know. Hmm.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I
I
wish,
don't know.
like you said, I wish I had more information about.
If the building is like super like air conditioned good, then you'll probably see a lot of people in cosplay because they'll be able to stay inside and they'll
Mhm.
be able to do it that way. So yeah.
Then, yeah, that's another one we're just gonna have to wait until we find out what they're about. I
Yeah.
guess because if it's, I don't know, Jabba's Palace just sounds cool, but I don't know what it is, and we didn't get enough information.
Yeah.
Republic credits are no good here at 7. Again, I mean, that's the only one, so that might
That's a
be
7 o'clock at night.
yeah, it might be something where we can go, because there's going to be vendors too. We can go out and look around and check out stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of looking at a picture of their floor plan. I'll have to send it to you, Steve.
What's that now?
I looked their floor plan. I'm going to send it to you in the Discord.
Okay.
But they have a picture of their floor plan. This actually is going to be pretty widespread. I mean, this looks like a lot of vendors and stuff, and then like panel rooms, and then they have a
So this
celebrity
is only
room.
showing one panel room though.
Yeah. There's got to be one on another floor somewhere. So I'm sure there's main entrance vendor areas. So they'll have a lot of
Yeah,
vendors and stuff like that. So yeah,
but yeah, it definitely looked like there's a lot of vendors,
yep, a lot of vendors,
or
and
there are a lot of vendors planned. Let's put it that way.
yep, and then vendor booths. So they or the not vendor booths, artist alley. So all around the entire outside is all artists. So it's going to be like I'm assuming it's going to be like just like you would at Star Wars Celebration, except they're not going to be in one little area. They're going to be surrounded on the outside of the vendors thing. So that's
The
going to be
gaming
pretty
room
cool.
looks kind of small.
Yeah. Yep. And I wonder what that thing is in the middle there. I wonder if that's that other panel room, but maybe it might be on another floor somewhere or something.
There's no telling.
Huh?
I said there's no telling.
Yeah, there's no telling. I'm gonna look here again.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and look at Saturday. 11 o'clock. I have friends everywhere. It's the only one at 11.
Mm-hmm.
But at 12 o'clock, we have either Defending Echo Base or the Bad Batch reunion.
Ooh, Bad Batch reunion. Huh.
See, I don't know. They don't give us enough information about what any of these are.
Yeah, I gotta address something. Gap said, JD, since you're 6'5", you'd make a good stormtrooper or Darth Vader because your height, or an IG-88. I would actually love to do a Darth Vader because at 6'5", that would be like crazy. I'd be pretty intimidating at 6'5". And I actually almost looked at buying the Jazzwares Vault version of the Darth Vader cosplay outfit because it's very detailed and very good. But unfortunately, it does not accommodate somebody my size. So I would have to have somebody build me an outfit from scratch. And yeah, I haven't even begun to price what an actual Darth Vader outfit would be. Like if I went on Etsy, or if the Rebel Legion thing works out, I may talk to them about somebody doing an actual full Darth Vader outfit and see what the cost of something like that would be. But it's going to be pretty extensive, I think. Oh, hey, Matthew just finally remembered we're having a podcast tonight. We originally weren't, so it's okay, Matthew. We originally weren't going to, and now we're just discussing battle plans.
Yeah,
So where were we?
we're discovering that there's not enough information on these agendas. Hey, Brennan. God damn it.
Hey, Brennan.
Yeah, we're discovering this agenda is not very descriptive, so it doesn't
Yeah,
really.
we're just actually it's kind of fun to play a guessing game because we're going to have to see what
Yeah.
they're about. Because after we get there, we'll actually look at them and say, "Yeah, we were completely wrong. This was about this, and this is what they talked about."
Yeah.
And so it'll be kind of fun. It'll be all right.
So at 1
So
o'clock, we have either Dark Side of the Clone Wars or Cosplay Contest. Yeah, Dark Side of the Clone Wars, I'm going to have to go with.
yeah, that one would be a good one.
Because, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Well,
sure the
and
cosplay contest will be interesting. The Sam Witwer panel is a lot more interesting.
yeah.
2 o'clock, Pirate panel or Creatures and Characters.
Ooh.
Sorry, Pirate panel. I got to go with Pirate panel.
Yeah. Yep.
Um,
Yep. Because they're going to
three,
talk about Skeleton Crew, which is great.
yeah, 3
Yeah.
o'clock. Rebels of the original trilogy,
Ooh.
or where fandom meets fashion. Um,
Ooh.
I'll have to go with Rebels.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm with you. I'd have to go Rebels of the original trilogy. Now, the where fandom meets fashion, that would be kind of cool to see the cause to do the cos. Like I said, I do the cosplay thing, so that would be kind of fun. But I think I'd still want to go with the Rebels of the original trilogy. That would be
yeah. It's
fun to
looking
see.
like most of the stuff that I would want to see on Saturday is all in the same panel room.
Yep. So you're pretty much not going to be leaving that area. You're going to be like stuck there.
Oh, wait a minute. No,
Uh
at
oh.
4 p.m.
Uh
we have the hands that built Star Wars or an animation celebration.
oh. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm moving over to panel room B on that one.
Brother. Man, that'd be tough. The hands that built Star Wars, man.
No, I get it. That'd be cool, but
Yeah,
I
that'd
do
be
like my
tough,
my
man.
my animated Star Wars. So
I mean, I've seen some pretty good documentaries on like ILM and stuff like that. So I mean, I've seen a lot of those.
yeah,
I heard a lot of their stories and stuff like that. So I mean, it's cool. But yeah, the animation celebration, that would be, man, that'd be tough, man.
yeah. And this next one, I can almost guarantee that you and I are going to be splitting up on this one.
Okay.
5 o'clock, Jedi Council or Across the Mandoverse. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
totally going to the Mandoverse.
yeah. Yeah. Like you said, it'd be interesting to hear what it's actually about. But yeah, the Jedi Council.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
6 o'clock, it's not that hard because they're playing the same thing.
Oh, well, that's good.
Andor.
Yeah, Andor. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep, that's cool.
And then at 7 o'clock, also the same thing. Under the Beskar with Katie Sackhoff and
Oh,
Emily Swallow.
that'd be fun. That's going to be a good one to watch.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one to watch. I almost since she's going to be there, I almost wouldn't mind doing like an autograph with her and like Sam Witwer both.
Yeah. If I could afford it, I would try to get one with Sam Witwer.
Sam Witwer would definitely be a cool one because, like I said, I'm a huge fan of. One of my favorite games I played was Force Unleashed, and then his performances as Darth Maul has just been fantastic. So yeah,
Yeah.
Sam Witwer that'd be hard to pass up. That'd be a pretty good one.
All right. Sunday. There we go. 11 a.m. Either Sackhoff seating or building the future. So Sackhoff
Hmm.
seating is in preparation for the noon Sackhoff show live.
Oh, so with Katie Sackhoff then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm. 11 a.m. Beskar Forging 101.
Huh. Is that like making? That must be like making your own Beskar armor or something.
Maybe I don't know.
Hmm.
Um.
Matthew says Sam Witwer's only $60.
I saw a different. Um. I saw a different price.
Well, Matthew, if you got it for $60 and Steve is seeing it for different, I know you're in the Discord. Throw up in the Discord where you found it for $60 for everybody, for us, and for everybody else that's going.
Yeah,
Because if you got it,
The Sam Witwer photo op on the Rebel Scum Con official site says 85.
yeah, if you can get it, if it's knocked down to 60 or he reduced it, then that would be great to know.
Oh, you know what?
And
The Sam Witwer is just for an autograph.
mm,
60 $60 just for an autograph.
oh, still that'd
But
be kind of cool. Because if I could like find Force Unleashed materials or Darth Maul stuff, I would definitely take it to him and be like, "Here, sign this."
so the photo op for
That'd be
Katie Sackhoff is 125.
Ooh, 125.
And if you want just her autograph, $100.
Jesus.
$100.
I don't think that's a hard choice. Sam Witwer or Katie Sackhoff?
Well,
Now I think.
yeah, I don't just as much as it would be cool to have a photo with Katie. I
Well, there you go. Matthew says $40 for any selfie with Sam at his table.
don't want a selfie. I guess I don't know. Well,
Well, I mean,
here's the thing, though.
Julie, my girlfriend Julie in Japan got a selfie with Ahmed Best and an autograph. And I mean, it's not a bad experience. You actually get to talk to him and say something to him and kind of conversate with him a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you just take your phone and you take a selfie with them as you're, when you're there. So that's actually not a bad thing. I mean,
A
the
selfie with
professional,
Katie is $100.
yeah, the professional photography thing that they do where they basically just rush you through a line, I think is less personal than like the selfie that you can get and an autograph. I think
Yeah,
those
I'm
are I
thinking.
after doing both, I kind of think that those two would be better. Or I
I'm
think
thinking if I
doing the
could come
selfie
up,
and an autograph are better.
if I can come up with the $40, I may do the Sam Witwer selfie.
hmm That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, you got a
Uh,
selfie with them. I mean, is there a selfie and an autograph option? I mean, how much is that?
I don't know.
Is it 40 bucks for the selfie and 60 for the autograph? So it's $100 altogether, or how does that
I don't
work?
really need an autograph. I mean, if I got a selfie, I know I was
Like I
there.
said, I wouldn't mind finding something that's Darth Maul related and then have him sign it. I think that'd be freaking pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 1 p.m. We've got Skywalker Sound or Adventurous Ideas. Uh,
Hmm.
Adventurous Ideas sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, I guess it kind of depends on what they mean by adventurous
Again, depends
ideas.
on what it is.
Yeah, kind of depends on what it is.
Yeah. 2 o'clock. This one's not too hard for me. From cosplay to screen or
Mhm.
classic Star Wars Marvel.
It's a comic read through.
I don't care. It's comics.
Yeah.
Star Wars comics.
Well, I think the cosplay to screen thing is they're probably talking. This is just a guess. I'm just throwing this out there. It's probably just a guess. But I'm guessing that has to do with the fact that when the Mandalorian couldn't find enough guys to show up in Stormtrooper armor, they actually called the 501st and had the 501st show up in their Stormtrooper armor and be part of the show.
Mm,
So that could be what that's about.
no way of knowing.
Oh, no. 3 o'clock is there's absolutely no missing that one. Three
The
o'clock
Force
we need to
Unleashed
go there.
reunion or Gabe's high-end
No,
collecting.
that's not hard. That's not a hard choice for me. That's where I will be if I can get it.
I'll be at the Force Unleashed. Yeah.
Have a good night, Gap. Gap's taking off,
Yeah.
everybody. Good night,
Yeah.
Gap.
I'll be at the Force Unleashed.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Um,
100%.
4 o'clock creator panel. I don't even know what that means. And then Revenge of the Sith at 5 o'clock, both times, both
Nice.
panels. So
Nice.
that one will be easy. But then also keep in mind that we've got to set aside time for checking out vendors and
Mm-hmm. So some of those panels we're just not going to make.
so yeah, some of the panels we're just not going to make. And
Some of the panels we're not going to make because we got to
okay,
have time to,
so
like you said, we
here's
got
the
to have
thing.
time to look at vendors.
Okay, so let me do this one at a time again. On Friday, the only one, I really don't see any that are like I can't miss these. to be honest.
No, I think a lot of them are going to be one of those deals where, I mean, obviously, like I said, this is a side deal away from like the main like
Yeah.
Star Wars celebrations and stuff like that. So a lot of these are going to be just who they can scrape together to talk about this stuff
Yeah.
and that kind of thing. So, and I mean, that's at least that's what I'm anticipating. Like I said,
Well,
we're really
yeah.
talking about this. So that's what our whole show today is about, is our anticipations of it. Now, I could be completely off. But it's going to be finding anybody and everybody they could to try to find to try to talk about this stuff, which is going to be great. I mean, it's going to be great to hear from people and hear the different stories and all the different ideas that they had. But like you said, we got to have time to look at the floor. We got to have time to look at like all the vendors and everything.
And then
And
and then there's going to be time meeting and hanging out with other Star Wars nerds
yeah,
that we run into.
yeah.
So
hmm I don't really think we're going to be bored. I think our days are
yeah,
going to be pretty full doing stuff. And then
yeah.
on top of it, like you said, we got to go to Williams
Gotta
Chicken.
go to Williams Chicken.
We got
We
to
got to go to
visit
that
the
huge
Star.
comic book shop.
We got to go to the huge comic book store. We've got to go to the Star Wars store while we're
Yeah,
there that has all Star Wars stuff.
yeah.
I mean, we're not going to be bored. I mean, there's going to be some really good panels to see, and if we can catch them, I definitely do. I really would like to make that Force Unleashed panel reunion. The Force Unleashed reunion panel. I really would like to see
Yeah.
that, and like a couple others, like the building or the origins of the lightsaber, and a few of those. So those they sound like they will be fun. They will be a lot. And
Yeah.
don't forget too,
If we
Steve.
can make them, we'll make them.
Yeah, and don't
If
forget
not,
also
oh well.
Friday night. I mean, we have the Boot to Eve celebration, the karaoke party, and the dance party.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have that Friday night as well.
The Krokioki.
The karaoke.
Yeah, and if my if my voice is back to 100%, then I will be doing Krokioki. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, even if all we do is hang out with other Star Wars nerds and talk about Star Wars and hit up vendors and whatever,
hmm
I think it'll be a lot of fun.
hmm
Like,
and even
I mean, I
even
look back at my one time I went to Star Wars Celebration. I did hit quite a few panels, but that was not at all I did.
no.
I spent a lot of time on that vendor floor, and it wasn't even buying stuff. Like just
Yeah, it's
going
just
around and looking at stuff.
hmm
And I spent hours, literally hours at the oh my gosh, whose booth was that? God damn it. The gaming place. Son of a bitch.
not Capcom. Why did I always say Capcom?
Uh
Susan Russ.
oh fuck, what's the name of that place? Fantasy Flight. God damn.
What was it?
Fantasy Flight.
Oh, Fantasy Flight. Okay.
Yeah. And apparently there's going to be a there is a gaming section where they're going to be like, I won't be playing in it because I've never actually played the game, but there's a special, you know what, and I was on their website and I saw it and now I can't find it. It was about the card game. They're going to have like a tournament for the
Oh,
card game.
they're doing Sabak. They're doing a Sabak for charity tournament.
Well, I'm not even talking about the sabak. I'm talking about an actual game.
Because
Star Wars
they are
Unlimited.
doing.
They're doing a Star Wars Unlimited like tournament. Oh, here it is.
Oh, okay.
Here it is. Yeah, Star Wars Unlimited tournament Saturday at noon. And that's an open tournament. I guess that means anybody can go into it. But step into the gaming lounge. Enjoy Star Wars Unlimited free play and tournaments all weekend long. I'd like to go check that out, even though I've never actually played the game.
Yeah, it'd be kind of fun to see how people who've been playing it for so long how they play it. I've seen in a couple of them. There's guys that do matches like short matches for the ships game. I don't remember what you call it. That's not the same thing, is it? It's not unlimited. It's something else,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I want you to check this out too. I'm about to send you a link,
Okay.
and I'm going to put the link in our. Well, if I could get to it, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in our chat. If you scroll past the gaming section, there's a thing on here called Swag Trade and Hunts,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like a bunch of pins that you can trade.
Yep.
And or
And that's the thing that sucks is we're not gonna have our stickers for swag, I don't think. Yeah, we don't have any stickers. We need to get our stickers that we had from Japan. We need to get them remade with Star Wars on them. And but we didn't have any made in time, so we're not going to be able to trade any swag over there.
I've got our.
You've got all the Rebel Nerd radio stickers.
Oh, okay.
Which is good. So yeah, we'll be able to hand those out and trade them.
But yeah, this the swag thing looks kind of cool. I like the
Jazzware stuff, or what is it? Is that Jazzware?
I like the Trooper World stuff.
Let's see here.
The Punch It Chewy Press.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
That's booth number 802.
I
kind of really want all four of those.
Yeah.
I don't know
the TIE Defender and the U-Wing would be good. Well, actually, no. Holy crap.
No, I want all of those.
Yeah, I would too. I'd like to have. Yeah, we need to go by there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely need to go by there.
So,
official 6-piece patch hunt. There's a patch hunt for the 6. That looks pretty cool. Patch hunt. The Sabak for Charity Gaming Hub. That looks cool.
So yeah,
Indeed.
We thought we were going to have a game plan, but
we're
only slightly more ahead of the curve than we were, yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
yeah, it's and Spencer says lots of fun stuff. Yeah, it does look exciting. It looks like they've got a pretty full bill for the whole weekend.
Did Spencer finally show up? Hey man.
Yep, Spencer's in. It does look like a lot of fun. It looks like it's going to be pretty good. And the funny thing for me is going to be that Mari, for those of you who saw her on our Japan recap episode, Frosty Britches. She actually, that was her first celebration was Japan. She actually had never been to an actual full celebration. And she made kind of a comment that kind of stuck with me. She said, yeah, I've been to a lot of Comic-Cons and they're not really like this. This was kind of overwhelming. And I said, yeah, there's a lot going on, this, that, and the other thing. So it's going to be, from my perspective, this is going to be the first one that I'm going to go to outside of just Star Wars Celebration, because I've never been to a big like Comic-Con outside of Star Wars Celebration. Even though one year I would love to go to San Diego Comic-Con, but I don't see that happening because I don't have a desire to go to LA. And quite frankly, going in 2027 the prospect of that is already making me nervous, because all I do is hear bad things all the time about that place. So we'll see how it works out. But it's going to be kind of cool to go to one of these that's not necessarily such a big production that Star Wars Celebration is, and it'll be kind of more laid back and kind of easier to get around in and a lot more fun to.
Yeah, it won't
hopefully a lot more fun.
Intimidating.
Yeah. And there won't be like collectibles that I have to have or anything like that. So like these patches.
I don't know, man. I really want those pins of those ships.
I would like to get those too, but I'm talking like, you don't have to go to the Hasbro booth and like get those collectibles. We don't have to go to
Right.
Sideshow. And I don't even know, they may be there. They may actually have a booth there, like
We
Sideshow
don't know.
or Hasbro or Hasbro. They may have a booth there. They might show up. I don't know.
We don't know till
But
we
I'm
get there
guessing
on
not.
Friday.
I'm guessing not. I'm guessing it's going to be more of like a swap meet kind of thing where there's going to be just people who has a bunch of different random, different random Star Wars stuff. But I don't know. We'll see Friday when we get there. It's just going to be it'll be kind of neat to see what it is. What they offer and something like that. That's not a huge production like Star Wars Celebration. It'll be kind of neat to see. Yeah, Spencer, we are too, man. We're looking forward to hanging out with you guys. Sounds like there's going to be quite a few people there that listen and tune into the show, and we're going to be able to
Yep.
meet up with everybody. And that's another thing too, is that like Steve and I talked about, we're going to try to do a meetup with everybody and try to get some group pictures and just hang out and bullshit and
Heck
talk
yeah.
and have a good time with each other and stuff like that. And find some time to just really hang out and have a good time. And our hotel is like super close to the convention center,
Yeah.
where this thing's actually going to be at. So I mean, we're within walking distance. I mean, literally within walking distance. So it'll be real easy for us. But like I
Yeah.
said, I'm not showing up in my Jedi robes because it'll be entirely too freaking hot.
Hell no.
It's going to be scorching. So I'm not doing it. I wish
Um,
I could. I wish I could, but it's going to be way too hot.
man, you know what? I don't even have a Darth Maul Funko Pop to have him sign. Shit.
I've got a bunch of Darth Maul stuff. I've got like a Sideshow Collectibles Darth Maul, but I actually,
Uh,
I actually had plans for my Darth Mauls. I was going to take them out of the boxes, and I found some cool display stuff that I'm going to use to display them because I actually have the Sideshow Collectibles concept art one from episode one, and then I have the actual Darth Maul from episode one that they use in the movie. And I was going to put them together and show them actually kind of like mirror image or like battling one another, so that way you could see the contrast between how they both turned out.
yeah. Hmm. Now that I think about it, I wonder if I order one now, how quick would it get here?
Would it be
Let
there
me-
by Thursday?
Yeah, it's got to be there by Thursday. Where the
My buddy Shark showed up in the chat. He said, "When am I coming back to the UK?" We would love to come back to the UK on vacation. We had such a great time when we were there. And Shart, I'll have to talk to you about it when I get a chance, buddy. Yeah, we really would love to come back. So we're going to try to do that. We're going to put that in the plans, but it's probably not going to be this year or next year for sure. Because
Hmm.
unfortunately, my daughter graduates from nursing school in the spring, and I promised her a vacation if she graduated from nursing school. So
So
I could try to talk her into England.
here's one that in theory I could have by tomorrow. Maybe.
That'd be cool. You don't have any Darth Maul like Funko Pop or anything? Like, what about your plushie?
How is he going to sign that?
I can figure something out. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Well, okay, but look at it this way too, Steve. Is it when we go there, there's a very good chance that there'll be people that'll have like Darth Maul action figures or Darth Maul something like a 3 3/4 inch figure or a 6 inch figure or something to that effect. There will be people there that'll be selling those. I'm
Yeah.
almost certain of that. And even if they're not at the show, which I'm 100% certain there will be people selling them at the show, we can also go to like that big Star Wars shop, or we can go to the comic book store, and I'd almost bet you'll find one.
Probably.
Yeah. Yep. Almost bet you.
So really this battle plan is just kind of a we might do this.
Yeah.
We really don't
Basically,
know what's going to happen until we get there.
This is what we'd like to do. Now, whether we actually get it done or not,
But then-
that may be up for grabs.
Right, but then there's a bunch of these panels you're like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
It's just a
Have no
title.
idea what it is. Have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
That might be some road trip conversation. We can actually get online and say what are these panels actually, what
Yeah.
are they going to be? Like the Jabba's Palace panel. What is that? Are they talking about Jabba's Palace? Because I mean, okay.
Yeah. What is it? What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are we actually talking about when you're doing these panels? We really need more clarification if you don't mind.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool. So I think that's all we got.
Hmm.
Thanks for jumping in on our kind of impromptu, scheduled at the last minute live Rebel Scum Con battle plan.
Hmm. Matthew says, can't believe that JD has never been to Kansas City Comic Con. I actually knew I want to go. I have not. I keep missing it. Whenever they have it, I keep missing it, and we keep forgetting. I keep forgetting to put it on my thing. So I actually, when I get done here, I'm going to look it up on Facebook and see if I can't figure out when Kansas City Comic Con is, and go to that. And I have one of the guys in the chat that Matthew, you probably know. One of the guys we're going to meet up with in Dallas when we go down is going to be Mr. Gary Moore, and he goes to the one in I think it's Nashville, Tennessee, all the time. And he's asked us if he's asked me if we wanted to go to that sometime because he says it's a lot of fun. It's a very great event. He said it's something we really need to try to go to, and I would love to. I would love to go. I would love to start hitting some more of these Comic Cons because I have such a great time at Celebration. So yeah, I really need to find out when these are and start going to them.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, make sure you like, subscribe, join the Patreon, all that cool stuff. And we will be back next week with a recap of the events that are going to transpire this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, may the force be with you.